Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another normal game sent by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yep.
Hit me up with that old school noise if it was you shitting yourself. Mr. Black, unfortunately, has been going through it in the last 24 hours. No podcast, because he's been the only person he's been speaking to is the porcelain gods through his asshole, like Ace Ventura.
Oh,
it's been a bad day.
It's bad. It's
bad
real
night.
bad. It's been a horrible last 20 hours. So if I seem not as energetic on these casts, well, there's a reason why. But I love you guys so much that I said we got to do it. We got to go. We got to get it done. So we're getting it done.
It's true.
So here I am. Here we are.
It's true.
Together
it's
as
true.
one. I hate my life. Shit.
Well, fear in the top right. We got Gaming Master, and in the bottom left we've got the Red Protoss Death by Rugby, which, given the sport, seems like a good possibility.
Oh yeah, that sport's rough as hell, dude. I've watched a couple of matches of rugby and I'm like, nah. You think hockey's rough?
Yeah.
That shit's on another level.
No. And you know what though? It's like, for as many injuries as can still happen in rugby, they still manage to have fewer, like, to my knowledge, fewer concussions and shit than in football, because they're not wearing any gear.
Yeah.
And so they're not, you know, they're big ass dudes, but they're not throwing themselves at each other with reckless abandon to the extremes that you can when you feel invincible with pads on.
Yeah.
And so, you know, dudes are just full sending it. It's kind of like the philosophy with, the UFC trying to debate about what weight gloves and shit to try to put on hands, and same with boxing. You know, if you went bare knuckle, you're cutting people up, but if you go too much padding, you're just concussing literally every fucking human being and breaking hands. It's fucking terrible. It's a terrible friggin' thing to balance. But
yep, rough ass sports.
I digress. As Mr. Black would say, it looks like Bob
doing his job.
He's not happy with staying at home, not doing anything. He wants to get out. He's being industrious.
Yes. Yeah. Is this which map is this? This is. I don't think I've played on this one before. Like, there's a bunch of this gold stuff here on the that go to what seems to be a possible third, or you can get a third here. So maybe this is like just a map I haven't seen yet. It's interesting. Got a Reaper going at this Zealot, gonna be able to kite it all day long. Bob should have just stayed at home. Bob done fucked up.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. Blue balls right at the end too. You gotta hate it as a Zealot. You get him down to like just an absolute hair of health. No dice. Not today, Bob. Good try. That's right, should've stayed home. Union pay with benefits. You don't have to go out. You ain't gotta do nothing. Steve's gone out, do your job for you.
Come on, Steve.
And here he is, unfortunately. Steve, you're just standing. Steve, you gotta move. Steve, come on, bro.
Come on, Steve.
That Reaper survived.
Really? You're gonna go again? Hey, Steve, part 2.
No, come on.
It's the sequel. He's going for that Reaper, look. He's going for the Reaper. No, he's not. Okay. Wow.
This is, okay. Alright.
This is Diamond, apparently,
this is like
too. Which is
a really shitty version of, like, Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
Just
that's a good
way
movie.
Less Tom Cruise. It is a good movie.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's a good movie. There's two different names, because, like, there's Live, Die, Repeat, and then the other name for
something
it was...
Tomorrow, Never Die.
Yeah,
never Die Tomorrow, or Tomorrow, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it now.
It's not Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow
but,
Never.
Different. That's a different movie. That would be James Bond.
All right, let me see here. Live, Die, Repeat.
Or Die Another
Edge
Day.
of Tomorrow. That's it. Edge of Tomorrow.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. No, it is a good movie.
Chat, or I guess I'm not streaming right now, so let's go with YouTube. This is where I'm at. All right. This is where I'm at. But I did want to give a shout out to all the likes on the last videos, like the last 3 or 4 videos. We've been hitting over 1K, so keep that going. It's been a big help. And a big thanks to everybody that did Mech Arena. We're going to give you guys a bit of a break. You guys deserve a break, but I will plug NordVPN. Go check them out. And guys, if you want a guaranteed cast on LAGTV, go get yourself a NordVPN subscription. Link is in the description below, or go to nordvpn.com/OTT. Take a screenshot of your order and send it to our replay email with your replay to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com, and we will guaranteed cast your game. So that's still happening. That's it. That's my plug.
That never stops. Some people have forgotten, so it's good to remind them. Remind the folks at home what they can do. But yeah, you guys get a little bit of a break in between. Nothing crazy. I mean, don't worry. I'm going to come ask for your money again soon. It's not.
Not
don't
money.
Get comfortable.
Not money, but you're going to be asking for the time, which turns into
by
money.
Proxy.
Yeah. There is
money by proxy.
0% chance that this Marauder Ball is going to break this Immortal and these Stalkers with shield batteries. I mean, even without the shield batteries, it ain't happening. That one Immortal alone would be able to tear a new asshole, and the vast majority. Speaking of tearing a new asshole, my ass, I'm going to keep it a buck. I have had zero food outside of a bowl of fruit and endless Pepto. And have you ever had diarrhea so much that your asshole burns? I can't even wipe. I have to pad now. I wish I had one of those godforsaken, what are they called? The bidets? So I could just sprinkle my ass with water. That's where I'm at right now, bro. It's bad. Here we go. An attack is happening. And just like that, everything dies instantaneously.
This is a recreation of Jeff eating too much spicy food in the last 24 hours as one army is turned into shrimp paste and liquefied, and out the other end. Now, it looks like Death by Rugby has decided to go back up there again to attack, except this time, even if it's a classic A move, that's going to go a hell of a lot better than last time. But what do we have? He doesn't even have a planetary yet. He's got nothing up here.
Yeah, this could be GG.
This man is not prepared. Yeah, this man is not prepared for this. This is going to be an absolute, even if it's not game. Ooh, okay, all right. Even if it's not game, this is going to do irreparable damage. Really.
Yeah, he's going to lose the natural at the very bare minimal. He's going to start focusing down on those medevacs, which I'm not against. Stemming forward now, needs to get out of range of those siege tanks, and clearly does just that. Two Immortals need to stay away from those siege tanks, man. He needs to keep these Immortals alive. That's what's going to basically win him the game here. Nice little stim. One medevac does go down, cannot be greedy. Just needs to get rid of this and then back away. Just go home.
Yeah.
Your job is done.
Because he's already lost way more here in this attack than he probably needed to in the grand scheme. Oh, cheeky.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to do it, you better kill him. There you go.
Okay.
All right. And the attack can continue. So,
all right.
Terran caught with his pants down.
I mean, that's what happens when you bring your two siege tanks down. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't sieged. Yeah. Came down, got wrecked. He got greedy for that one Immortal that he felt like he could pick off. If he was going to do that, he should have just stimmed him with the Marauders, picked off the Immortal, and then backed off and just kind of left the siege tanks either sieged here or sieged here. But didn't do that, so suffers the consequences. Nope. And I think it's probably going to be an all-in. He's got to go.
Well, I think he's probably going to be dead because what's going to happen is he's going to get down here with mostly Marauders in a tank and discover that his opponent has a carrier with more on the way. And so whatever he feels like he's going to accomplish is not going to be a hell of a lot.
Yeah, no. He's going to, oh wow, he's actually going to expand here, and he's got another command center, so he's going to try and macro out of this.
Double expand?
He wasn't going to win the game if he went and countered, so I guess I'm not fully against this. He's got nothing that can shoot air, but my God, at least he's going to do some harassment. I like this. That is a well played. That's very well played, actually. Because now he's going to be able to macro up back at home and try and do some damage here. If he can just kill a mineral line, well, actually, there's still a carrier there. So
he was banking on the expansion already being here. It's not, so no probe kills. And by the time he gets he's going to get rid of like one pylon if he's lucky. But at the very least, oh no. Oh no, all of these guys are dead now. That's highly unfortunate. That's the only thing that can attack air in his entire fucking base right now. And so unfortunately now he's got nothing but a dream. That was a really good idea. Unfortunately, yeah, the base was not up yet, and probes were definitely like the #1 pick for that amount of Marines. They weren't there. The pylon takes forever to kill. The carrier showed up. At least he knows they're there. So at the moment, he's immediately going to put out a couple of, you can see it now, some Vikings are in production. and not wasting any time. We're not even just going carriers. We're getting the new favorite Protoss unit on the ladder that we've been seeing, Mr. Black.
Tempest.
It's a Tempest.
I do like me some Tempest here. He's putting out a forward Widow Mine. Does need to be careful with that, just because of the interceptors could go kind of overtop the Marines, and that thing could actually do splash damage on his own units. But I think that's the least of his worries right now, because there's 2 carriers coming in. He does have a decent amount of Marines here with 2 Vikings. With a proper stim and focus fire, he might actually be able to take out both of these carriers and lose minimal. Goes in and stims. We got the carriers that are attacking just the the command center. Oh, what?
Oh, that Viking! That Viking! Do it! You're gonna die, but do it! Let's go. Oh, he didn't even die.
Nice, well played.
Oh, we got
well played.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So that was the best case scenario there. Okay, another carrier has arrived.
Carrier, what are you doing?
And a Tempest. Wasting interceptors at the moment.
Fair enough.
That's what's happening.
All right.
Yeah, they're just literally gonna melt these interceptors, or he could walk away and just take damage he didn't need to take. So this is just an awkward situation for Death by Rugby, because he definitely had the upper hand, but he kind of got ahead of himself. The carriers are nice, 2 of them are okay, but by the time you cross this map, you have to understand that the Terran, knowing that there are carriers on the field, would have enough to at least make your attack kind of worthless.
Yep.
Needed to wait a little longer. You need, like, what, probably 4 carriers is like the magic number to really start, making people miserable. 2 is just not quite enough, but with the Tempest there and another one on the way, this is going to get more and more difficult for our Terran. But I do like that he's decided to not wait and just go do some work himself.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he's strategically picked his units that cannot shoot air, because, I mean, all you've got is air up at your base, so you know these units are going to do nothing back at home, so you may as well use them to do something over here. Now, that something isn't a whole lot. Charge lots now coming in, getting rid of both of the siege tanks. You got 3 Marauders trying to kite around, but it's going to do minimal damage here. And I would imagine that our Protoss player, Death by Rugby, is just going to basically almost A-move at this point. And when I say almost, he is going to A-move.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's got 4 carriers and a Tempest now. That is just about, what we were talking about is the number that you need to really get to work. But, don't get it twisted. You get enough Marines, and you might not survive with the Marines, but you are going to kill enough interceptors that the carriers just can't sit there forever and a day.
Yeah.
Or they could, and he could just leave the game and decide that this is not worth any more time, which, in fairness, with, 8 charge lots en route, was going to be the game anyway.
I mean, it wasn't really worth any more time, and it really wasn't worth any of our time at this point. This game was ass. I'm going to keep it a buck. Okay? Maybe it's
and you would know. You are currently an expert on all things entering and leaving asses.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't know about entering, but leaving.
I thought I was going to catch you without
You ain't get me with that.